Hey there, and welcome to the People Who Help People podcast. This is the spot for HR and people ops pros who are all about building better businesses by putting people first. We chat with founders and experts who've been there, done that, and are generous enough to share what actually works. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hello again. Today I'm happy to be speaking with Cosmin Stoica, partner at Human Capital Resource, about embracing AI to streamline costs while improving hourly recruiting. Welcome to the podcast, Cosmin.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good. Happy to have you. So Cosmin, tell me a little bit about Human Capital Resource, how the company got started and where you specialize.
So the company got started by our CEO, Shanko, after working for Bar Louie and Chewy's as a director of operations, opening more than 100 new restaurants for them. He decided to become a business owner, and he started HC Resource during the pandemic. HC Resource is specialized in recruitment for both hospitality and tech, and we also do restaurant management and operations.
And I think you mentioned prior to the podcast that you actually run two Bar Louie franchises?
Yes, our team currently is running two Bar Louie franchises in Indiana.
Terrific. So Sean had this background of running restaurants, opening up restaurants, and then saw an opportunity while continuing to operate some restaurants to also support those restaurants as well as the industry.
That is correct. That was a natural transition. Most of the hospitality veterans transition in either operations, start their own restaurants, or move to the recruitment side because it's an easy transition for them.
Okay. And how did you get started with the company?
So I got started with them about 3 years ago as a part-time sourcer. I learned the business, I learned our clients and the company, and steadily grew to a partner role currently.
Terrific. Congratulations. So you're a partner and you've got responsibilities for what area of the business?
So currently I handle tech and hospitality recruitment while also managing our marketing cost and the relationship with our clients.
Got it. And when you and I were first getting to know each other, you mentioned that you had a new tool in beta. Can you tell me more about that tool? I think you said it was an hourly recruiting tool.
Our team is currently partnering with another company in Germany, and we're looking to build an hourly tool for hospitality that will cut the costs for hourly recruitment in each unit probably by 50%, if not more.
And when you say cut the hourly cost, I assume that's the cost of attracting new hourly workers.
That is correct. Yeah, usually company spends about $50 to $60 probably a day, or even more, to bring in new talent in their doors. So usually people don't manage that budget correctly because it's not their finances. So at the end of the month or at the end of the fiscal year, they're left with a big bill to cover costs on Indeed for hourly recruitment. Our tool is gonna decimate that, and
Okay.
with the smaller margins.
So certainly it's a way to reduce the cost of finding new hourly help, because I know from having worked in the hospitality business almost 20 years, it's a constant effort to be looking for new talent all the time, because we tend to have a higher than average turnover in the hospitality business. So you mentioned Indeed. So the cost of boosting ads on Indeed is that $50 to $60 a day that you were talking about. Can you speak to what your tool does that's different, that allows a restaurant owner to lower the cost of the necessities of recruiting?
Well, our tool works best. The hourly spend on Indeed is the lowest it can go is $5 a day. The highest, honestly, I don't know, but it's usually eighty to $100 a day. What our tool does is it runs small bits and it keeps constant communication with the manager of the restaurant and the candidates that apply, while also vetting the best qualified candidates for that role. So it saves the manager of the restaurant about 10 hours a week, and it also creates a better hiring process and a shorter hiring process. Because if you'll talk to someone and that's applying for a job now in probably any domain, mostly in hospitality, they'll say that the process is way too long and it can take up to 2 weeks for a simple hire.
Got it. So this tool helps not only manage the small bid process, but also vet candidates quicker to save the manager's time, so that the candidates that they're seeing are indeed, I'll say, pre-qualified.
Yes, that is correct. The candidates are pre-qualified, so it keeps communication on behalf of the manager, and it also sends out reminders for the managers and the candidates to not forget that they have an interview, to make them sure that they're prepared, and also get feedback for how the interview went from both sides.
Got it. And does it do scheduling as well?
It does, yes. We're working on adding scheduling and connecting calendars to the tool.
Got it. So I've heard about some tools that have AI built in, and part of our topic is embracing AI to streamline costs. So can you speak to some ways that you're leveraging AI in this process or in this tool?
So AI handles the automation of and sets up the proper communication and proper touch points for the managers and the candidate, while also scraping for the qualified candidates and putting them in a bucket of qualified or unqualified.
And at any point, does the candidate communicate with an AI agent, perhaps? Is some of that back and forth communication handled by an AI agent?
Yes, the communication is handled by an AI agent, and the agent sends over the communication to the manager of the restaurant that's in charge, and also to the candidate that's applying for the job.
Got it. And how's the feedback been so far? How do managers like it? How do candidates like it?
So currently, we're working on the tool is in a beta phase. It works on the two units that we have in Carmel and Granger, Indiana. The feedback is awesome. The managers love it because it saves them about 10, 15 hours of work per week. And we're still gathering feedback from the candidates.
And the goal, I assume, is to get through beta, get to the tool to a point where you're ready to expand it. And will you start with other Bar Louie franchises, or you're thinking bigger than that?
So I am not sure if we're going to focus on the Bar Louis group, but currently we have some of our recruitment clients that are we will onboard in the next coming weeks to test out the tool. So we're looking to bring this tool to market and sell it to everyone in hospitality industry across the U.S.
That sounds like a pretty broad market.
Well, it is. Unfortunately, it's a good market and everyone is hurting, so the tool should be a success.
So tell me more about when you say everyone is hurting. What do you mean by that?
So everyone is hurting in service industries because these are the hardest to staff in. The salaries are not that great. The feedback from people is not great. It's hard to work day in, day out in a restaurant or in a retail store without dealing with the stress and everything around it. So it's in an age where kids on YouTube make 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 a month doing dumb stuff on YouTube. It's hard to keep someone motivated to come in and work 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours a day in a restaurant for 60 to, let's say, 80,000 a year.
Sure. Sure. So the dynamics of the economy, of the service business, and those other distractions out there make it challenging to hire and retain. Quick question is, can the tool handle multiple languages?
We're working on that as well for the future. So we're not going to be focused just on one industry, just on hospitality. The tool will be capable of doing the same work across any industry.
Got it. So multiple industries. How about multiple languages?
The tool will be able to function in any language that is needed.
Well, I imagine that's aided by AI as well.
Yes, that is correct.
Terrific. You mentioned you're working with a team that's based in Europe. How did you find that team?
So we're currently working with two different AI companies on different projects, all revolving around hospitality. We're partners with all of them in one capacity or the other. So all of them are close relationships and they're partners of ours in other endeavors, if I can say that.
Sure, sure. So you had some existing technology relationships, and you're expanding on those partnerships. It
That
sounds
is
like.
correct. Yes.
Got it. And I noticed on your website it listed some locations, and they were Denver, Colorado, Tampa, Florida, Little River, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., and Bucharest, Romania. Can you tell me about those five locations and very specifically about Bucharest, Romania? Because I think that's where are you there located there?
Yes. Currently, I am located here. So those are offices where each of our partners are located. Currently, I don't believe on the website we have the Indiana office, which our CEO Sean is located. But all of our senior partners are in one of those offices, and all we cover all of those markets as well. And on your question, I do handle the office here because we have different other projects than recruitment and hospitality across the across Europe.
Terrific. So you're working with the hospitality business or other clients, predominantly in the U.S., but there's other aspects of the business that are supported in and from Europe.
That is correct. Yes,
Also on your website, it talked about, in addition to smart recruiting, that human capital resource also does HR consulting, strategic marketing, and brand growth. Is that all targeted primarily towards the hospitality business, or are there other industries where you're also supporting their service, supporting those types of services?
so the HR functions and the marketing functions are handled by some of our partners. We handle any industry from hospitality to we've worked closely with many MSPs across the US, accounting firms. Currently, we're doing handbooks for one of our clients and partners. So we do, it's not just revolving around hospitality.
Got it. And how do you find those clients as a firm?
Well, usually by word of mouth. We do such a good jobs with the clients that we have currently that they recommend us to other people. Our marketing expensive to acquire new clients is minimal, so that's how we grew.
Terrific. And you said you're in charge of the marketing expense. What are some of your favorite methods for finding new clients?
Well, we've used a bunch of automation tools in the past. So we're using in-house lead gen, we're using automation on LinkedIn and other tools from lists to Revly lists.
And how do you feel about LinkedIn automation?
Well, I think it's great when you're the person that's doing the automation. I'm not sure it's ideal for the person on the receiving end because you might get bombarded with a ton of requests or messages. Some of them might be scams, some of them might not be, but it's something that you need to do. It's hard to always pound the pavement and sign clients the old-fashioned way by going to conventions. It's a part of the routine in business development to do automation now.
Sure. I've certainly noticed that since starting my own firm approximately 2 months ago. I too have been bombarded by all sorts of different types of outreach, and some are more effective than others. And but to your point, with the expanded reach of tools like LinkedIn and certainly Indeed, it's easier to reach more people, but it's also easier to be reached, and not always in ways that we prefer. Well, yeah. Appreciate that observation. Cosmin, any other thoughts today about things that get you excited about the next 6 months, the next 12 months at Human Capital Resource? Things we haven't discussed, maybe, or additional aspects that you want to build into different tools that you think are you can't wait to bring them online.
Well, in the next 6 months, we're looking to bring our lead tool to the market and start selling it to clients. So that's pretty exciting because that brings in a whole new avenue that we haven't explored currently, and sales are not really comfortable for anyone unless you're a sales professional. So that comes with its own challenges and own areas where you can improve, learn, and it's quite exciting actually.
Terrific. When do you think that'll be available?
Well, probably we're looking to bring the tool in at the start of the year to bring it to market. So in the fourth quarter of 2026.
Very good. I'll look out for that. Well, Cosmin, I've enjoyed speaking with you today. If somebody heard something that they're interested in, such as that new hourly recruiting tool, or perhaps becoming a beta tester, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Well, like, they can reach me on LinkedIn or anyone from the HC resource team. They can reach me at SKO at hc-resource.com. So all of those are good ways to reach anyone from our team.
Terrific. I'll make sure I include that email address, your LinkedIn address, and the website address when we post this video on social media. All right,
That would
Cosmin,
be amazing.
good. We'll do that. All right. Thank you so much for your time today. It's a pleasure speaking with you, and I hope that the launch of the new tool exceeds your expectations. Goes very well.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate the time spent with you today.
Terrific. Thank you, Cosmin.